I'm done with my fiancée after she canceled our wedding for the 4th time. She said she needed more time, and I told her to take as much as she wanted. Then I walked away, blocked her number, and relocated to Bora. She went into a frenzy, trying to contact me through mutual contacts when she realized more time meant I was gone for good. I'm Peter, 35M, writing this from a beach. No exaggeration. Crystal blue waves, powdery sand, and a tropical drink with a tiny umbrella. Paradise. How I ended up here from the dreary monotony of my old life is the crux of this post. Her name's Vanessa, 33F. We were together for 7 years, engaged for 5. Yes, 5 years of canceled weddings. Our 4th attempt was just weeks away. My tux was ready, her elaborate gown was set. Then, over a plate of pasta, she hit me with it. "Peter, honey, about the wedding, I just need a little more time." I stared at her, face blank. Inside, though, I was a volcano ready to erupt. But I've learned with Vanessa, big emotions don't work. Calm and composed is the only way. More time, Vanessa? Invitations are sent. Flights are booked. We're 2 weeks out. "Peter, I know. I feel terrible, but it's forever. I need to be completely certain." This was her 4th round of icy indecision. Cancel 1, 3 years ago. Her job as a part-time dance instructor was too overwhelming. Cancel 2, 2 years back. My sister Lauren's divorce makes celebrating impossible. Lauren, the maid of honor, was actually cheering us on. Cancel 3, last year. Are we sure about a grand wedding? Maybe we should elope. This after she obsessed over every detail of the big event. Each time I was a pushover, hurt, frustrated, but thinking I was in love. Every cancellation cost money, brought humiliation, and chipped away at me. But I'd nod, say, "All right, we'll delay," and we'd start over. My parents were practically staging an intervention. My best friend Mike was more direct. "Mate, she's stringing you along." But this time, though, something shifted. A switch flipped. After a slow sip of water, I said, "Okay, Vanessa, take all the time you need." Her face lit up with relief. "Oh, Peter, thank you. You're so patient. It's not that I don't want to marry you. I cut in. "I get it. It's a huge step. Be sure." I even forced a small smile. Inside, the rage cooled into a sharp clarity. She babbled through dinner about how this extra time would help her find herself. I nodded, ate my fettuccine, paid the bill. Business as usual. The next morning, before sunrise, I was up. Vanessa was still asleep, probably dreaming of endless delays. I packed a large suitcase, essentials, passport, laptop, and a smaller one with a few cherished keepsakes. That was 3 weeks ago. I left a brief note. "Vanessa, you wanted more time. You've got it. All of it. I'm taking time too, to move forward. The wedding's off, and so are we. I'll deal with my stuff later. Peter." I placed it on her pillow, grabbed my keys, and left our rented apartment. Lease in my name, ending in 2 months, thankfully. I drove to my bank, transferred a chunk of savings to an offshore account I'd set up years ago, visited a travel agency, booked a one-way business class ticket to Bora for that night, called my phone provider for a new SIM and international number, then I rang Mike. "Mate, you free?" I asked. "Me? Yeah, and I'm done for real. Need a huge favor." I explained my plan. He paused, then said, "Bloody hell, Peter, about time. What do you need?" My BMW was fully mine. I asked him to sell it and keep a cut. Deal done. I parked at the docks, handed him the keys, signed a power of attorney. Final stop, my parents. I told them everything. Mom teared up, then hugged me. "Sweetheart, I'm sorry it took this long, but thank God you're free." Dad shook my hand, visibly relieved.
Landed in Bora. Checked into a luxurious overwater bungalow. The first week was sleep, cocktails, and staring at the sea. The pain and anger linger, but they're fading, replaced by calm and a nagging thought. Why didn't I do this sooner? Yesterday, Mike called. Vanessa's been bombarding him. She woke up, read the note, and didn't get it. Thought I was just sulking. When she couldn't reach me, she panicked. She's been pounding mutual friends and my parents, who've politely shut her out. Mike says she's oscillating between sobbing, "How could he do this to me?" and rage. "He can't just walk away. We have a wedding to reschedule." The entitlement is staggering. She told Mike, "I just needed more time, not this. He's supposed to wait for me." Mike's reply, "Looks like he gave you all the time in the world, Vanessa, and took his own." The BMW sold quickly. Good price. Money's in my new account, minus Mike's well-earned share. So here I am, sipping my pricey cocktail, wondering when she'll grasp that more time meant I was done. And you know what? Feels incredible. Update 1. 2 months later. Hey Reddit, Peter again. Thanks for the overwhelming support on my original post. It really helped knowing I wasn't alone in thinking 4 canceled weddings was a massive warning sign. Life in Bora Bora is, well, Bora Bora. The scenery's unreal, I'm starting to relax, got a tan, and picked up some remote consulting freelance. My old job now with a 10-second walk to the balcony. The time zone's a nightmare, but it's worth it. Now, the Vanessa fallout. As expected, it's gotten messier. Mike's been my reluctant informant, mostly because Vanessa and her crew have been harassing anyone linked to me. According to Mike, Vanessa's spinning a tale that I'm the erratic one who threw away 7 years over her reasonable request. The nerve is world-class. Her sister Lauren's become her attack dog, spamming Mike and even distant relatives she found online. The narrative, "Peter's lost it. He needs help. Vanessa's distraught. I've abandoned my duties." My only duty was to my sanity, which is finally recovering. Then there's the apartment drama. The lease ended last month. I'd already told the landlord I was gone and Vanessa would handle it. I paid my half for the final month before leaving. Vanessa stayed put, didn't pay, didn't pack, assumed I'd fix it. The landlord, Mr. Thompson, a guy with zero tolerance for nonsense, contacted Mike, my emergency contact. Mike explained, relationship over, Peter paid his share. Vanessa was informed. Cue Vanessa's desperate calls to Mike. "Mr. Thompson's kicking me out. Peter has to pay. It's his fault for leaving." She even tried telling Mr. Thompson I was on a temporary work trip. Mr. Thompson didn't buy it, especially after Mike confirmed my trip was a permanent life change. Eviction notice issued. Vanessa had to scramble and moved in with Lauren. Mike says it's chaos over there. Good. Then the wedding gifts. We'd asked for cash toward a home deposit, mostly from my family and older friends, held in an account in my name. Lesson learned years ago. Vanessa, through Lauren, demanded her cut. Lauren sent Mike a spreadsheet of Vanessa's guests and their contributions, insisting the money go to Vanessa, not back to the givers. My response via Mike, all gifts will be returned to the original donors with a note about the permanent cancellation. Provide addresses for Vanessa's guests. I'll handle it. This was apparently a declaration of war. Lauren to Mike, "That's unfair. Vanessa needs that money. Peter's being spiteful. He's stealing her future." Stealing her future? She derailed her own future 4 times. I just stopped enabling it. I spent a tedious week sorting online transfers, sending polite notes. "Due to the wedding's permanent cancellation, Peter is returning your generous gift. He wishes you well." My family and friends were supportive, even relieved. No clue how Vanessa's guests reacted, but I bet Vanessa and Lauren had some uncomfortable conversations when the expected cash didn't arrive. Another detail. Vanessa had borrowed my high-end earbuds, a leather coat, and some rare photography books. When Mike arranged movers, hired by me remotely, to clear my stuff from the apartment, those items were gone. Vanessa, via Lauren, because facing movers was too much, claimed they were gifts. They weren't. I let it go. Not worth the hassle, but it's the principle. She genuinely thinks she's the victim here, that after years of her games, I owe her endless patience and resources. Mike says she's now claiming I ran off to Bora Bora with another woman. Hilarious. The only other woman here is the barista who serves my coffee. The initial piece has deepened into a kind of tired acceptance. Some people are just bottomless pits of entitlement. The best revenge? Me thriving far from her mess and her slowly realizing her actions have real consequences. Still got everyone blocked. Cheers from paradise. Update 2. 6 months later. Peter here. Final update. I promise. I've left Bora. Paradise gets repetitive. I'm now traveling, still working remotely, and blissfully free of Vanessa. The past few months have been a masterclass in entitlement's limitless reach. After the gift money vanished and the apartment door closed, Vanessa, egged on by Lauren and their newly outspoken mom, Joyce, tried going legal. Mike, who deserves a medal for his patience, forwarded a formal letter from a Mr. Carter, a local lawyer. It demanded compensation for emotional trauma from my abrupt abandonment and the public shame of the wedding cancellation. Public shame? She canceled 4 times. A share of my BMW, saying she contributed to its upkeep. She once paid for a car wash. The return of her items, the earbuds and coat she kept, plus a new list of imaginary belongings. Partner support, based on our 7-year cohabitation. I laughed out loud. It was absurdly bold. Mike said Mr. Carter was likely a low-rent lawyer working on a no-win, no-fee basis. My response? I hired Ms. Emily Carter, no relation, a legal powerhouse in my hometown known for shredding baseless claims. After a few video calls and sharing all my records, texts, emails, lease, car title, bank statements, she was ready. Ms. Carter's response to Mr. Carter was, I'm told, a surgical takedown. Emotional trauma, countered with Vanessa's repeated cancellations causing me distress and financial loss, backed by receipts from past venues. Highlighted my note ending things due to her latest delay. Car, showed title, registration, loan docs, all mine. Offered to bill Vanessa for gas if they pushed it. Items, noted Vanessa kept hers and some of mine. Further claims would be harassment. Partner support, reminded them we were never married, so no support applies. Offered to discuss mine losses from 4 canceled weddings if they wanted to talk numbers. The letter closed by warning that baseless claims would lead to a counterclaim for my legal fees and a possible restraining order. Silence from Mr. Carter. He clearly told Vanessa's camp they had no case. But Vanessa, driven by outrage, wasn't done. She launched a social media campaign, cryptic posts about cowardly betrayals, commitment issues, and financial cruelty. Rich, considering I supported her for years. She claimed I heartlessly dumped her just as she was ready. Some mutual friends, hearing only her side, messaged me, "Mate, Vanessa's a mess! What happened?" I sent them my original Reddit post. Most went quiet. Some apologized. The grand finale was Joyce calling my parents, sobbing. "Please talk to Peter. Vanessa's broken. She made a mistake. She'll marry him tomorrow. She can't cope alone." My mom, usually kind but pushed too far, said, "Joyce, Peter chose after Vanessa canceled the wedding for the 4th time. He gave her 7 years. He's not coming back. Vanessa's an adult. She needs to handle her life. Maybe this is the more time she wanted." Click. That was that. Mike says Vanessa's still at Lauren's. A tense situation. Lauren's fed up with supporting her. Vanessa's working retail full-time, hates it, and moans about life's unfairness. Shocker. Me? I'm great. The anger's faded. There's some regret for the lost years, but mostly relief and a quiet satisfaction. The revenge wasn't flashy. It was just me saying enough. Her actions had consequences. She wanted more time without me. She got forever. She thought she could control me and the story indefinitely. She learned she couldn't. She assumed the world owed her a cushy life no matter how she acted.